This video right here is to Math Hoffa. I watched your video and how you said that the barbershop got shut down and how the power got shut off and how you feel like your situation was kind of similar to Adam 22. Your situation is nothing like Adam 22's situation. I repeat, your situation is nothing like Adam 22's situation. Adam 22 basically did at VladTV. Have you noticed that VladTV, Trap Lord Ross, and Adam 22 all run the same play? Trap Lord Ross does a little bit different. He does a journalistic play where he gets evidence, gathers all the evidence, and then paints a picture to make you believe and to make you think. He does it in a journalistic way. VladTV does it in a police way. Well, he'll get a guest on the show. He'll ask the guest all these different questions, trip them up. Instead of the guest saying no comment or not answer the question, because they don't have to answer the question, they feel the need to have to answer the question. And it trips them up. And what they say is often 9 out of 10 times either used where VladTV has an ulterior motive, like, okay, I'm asking him this question, but I'm going to connect what he said from another interview that I asked somebody else something. That person who he's interviewing may not have seen that interview, and see, he's leading them. And see, a lot of VladTV's interviews end up in the Library of Congress. So what does that mean? I'm going to give you an example. In order for your music to be in the Library of Congress, it has to meet a certain type of threshold. Like Beethoven, Mozart, even Nas' song, I Know I Can't Be What I Want to Be. That's now part of the Library of Congress. It has to be either be able to be used in a documentary or it has to be used in a certain way where, like that Nas, he still used Mozart. See, those type of Library of Congress, you don't need permission to use those things because they're part of the Library of Congress. But now with the government taking VladTV's interviews and automatically putting them into the Library of Congress, what that does is it automatically gives him syndication. The government can use his videos for documentaries. They could even use them in court proceedings because it's now for the public. So Adam 22 tried to follow the same VladTV formula. As you notice, Adam 22 went from interviewing, I'm not trying to be funny or racist, he interviewed a lot of white people. He wasn't into the culture, he wasn't into the community, he wasn't getting people from West Coast. I knew what his plan was. His plan was to try to do the same thing that VladTV does, but it's just not just him that's asking the questions. He just hired some street people from the streets or other people other than him to ask the questions. See, VladTV is just one person. See, even Vlad had to switch it up. He started hiring the Star Report, other people, Lunel, other people to ask these disparaging questions so that way it didn't look like that. He was doing it, but at the end of the day, it was still him that was benefiting financially off of the questions that people like Lunel and the Star Report was asking folks. So, what I'm trying to tell you, Math, is that you are not like Adam 22. You're not getting interviews and getting people on your show to ask some questions to get into the Library of Congress. That's what just happened for Adam 22. That Brick Baby and this whole Big U situation, that interview on his page is going to be used at the courthouse. So for Adam 22 saying, oh, no jumper is no more, don't fall for that hype. Don't fall for that BS, man. He's only changing location because he knows now it's hot. The real hitters, even though Brick Baby them is in jail, Luce Cannon and Big U, there's people out on the streets that love them. And once they find out the discovery, what evidence is going to be used, and that interview is going to be used, they're going to be coming for Adam. So now he got to change location where people don't know where he's going to be at. All because he wanted to go the VladTV route and get syndication by getting his interviews into the catalog of Congress. You and Adam 22 and VladTV, don't even try to mirror yourself like them. You want to be as far away from them as possible. Trap Lord Ross, that's something a little bit different because he's actually taking stuff that's actually already exists on the internet or that's already public information, and he puts it together in a combination where it makes sense chronologically in a chronological order. So it's kind of like a car. Like I said in my last video, a car wouldn't be a car. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different components together that makes the car run. You know, it's the same thing. He's taking pieces from here, pieces from there, putting it together, and all together, it works together. That's why Trap Lord Ross is powerful, because he's doing actually journalistic work. That can't be deemed as getting people to snitch or to talk or telling themselves. You know, I mean, most people, they could plead the fifth, but it's like VladTV show is basically like an interrogation room. It is. That's exactly what it is. So, I love you, Math, but you are not Adam 22. So, when you started doing that last video talking about the power of doing ghost stories in the barbershop, that you kind of felt like you was Adam 22 about the whole how you felt like you might be losing the shop too, like how he's losing his shop. It's not even the same situation, bro. It's not even the same situation. He's just trying to lower his overhead so that way when this Fed money come in, he ain't got to spend that much money out. He's actually treating it like a business. Okay, say I make $100 and my payrolls can't be $99. I got $1 left. Like, you know, it got to be like $20. It got to be like 20%. So VladTV is helping Adam 22 restructure his business. See, Adam 22 wasn't smart. He thought, okay, it's time for me to expand my operation. That's how I'll get big like Vlad. He didn't understand how Vlad expanded and how Vlad got big. He's like, okay, maybe I got to expand. That's how I'm going to get bigger. No, the only reason why he expanded was to be able to accommodate guests that he could have them snitch and tell. Once he realized, okay, wow, how is Vlad actually making his money? Vlad knows that he can't get people to come on his show to talk, so we got to use somebody else now. So he gave the formula to Adam 22. But the problem with that is that it just caught on so fast that people are just catching on so fast. Okay, that's going to be using Brick Baby and Luce Cannon's case, that interview. Why would they do that? Why would... Things that make you go, So Hassan Campbell, my thing for you is that you will never be like them, which is a gift and it's a curse. You may not get that mass adoption of viewership because your videos won't be in the Library of Congress because you don't interview people on your page and try to ask them police questions. You don't really even interview people, Hassan. So, of course, you're not going to be like Adam 22 and VladTV. And to tell you the truth, I think the only reason why VladTV allowed you on his page, Hassan, even after you got shot out there in New York, was because he knows that you could reveal him. And you've already been revealing that he's a federal agent. That's the only reason why. He got to be friends with everybody because if everybody becomes his enemy and everybody put a target on his back, there's nobody will come on his page. The only person that goes on VladTV's page is Boozy. So the question should be right now, Boozy Badass, you should be paying attention and watching. Is Vlad trying to solve that Bleak murder? Like, there's so many questions I got. I mean, there's a reason why he keeps allowing Boozy up there. It's not because Boozy's some type of a spectacular figure. He's trying to solve the case. We hoping one of these times Boozy get high off that weed. He forgot what he said in another video. And then they could trip him up. They're trying to solve that Bleak murder. Like, well, how can you say Bleak so many times in all your raps? Bleak, 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 bleak. So it's like, okay, wait a minute here. He trying to play detective. Harriet the Spy. So, Math, I gotta tell you, do not do that, brother. It's like when you made that video, it made it seem like you were trying to invite Adam 22. Like, yay, see, like we got a lot in common. Like, no, y'all don't. Stop trying to get something in common with these people who have nothing in common with you. You're supposed to be of the culture. And you're trying to, because, okay, you're not getting the viewers. The reason why Math is not getting the viewers that he should, he does get the viewers, don't get me wrong. I really believe that he should be letting Mecca talk more. Mecca's very smart. He's very, I don't know how to say it. Especially someone that's coming from the music industry and then you got him on your show. Like, he is an asset to your show, Math, that you should be really using. Like, he's a lot of times he's a lot quiet and reserved back because I kind of feel like he respects your position as you being the leader. But Math, you got a gym on your show. I mean, the rest of them that was on there before, okay, they was cool, champ, this went down, and that was cool. But Mecca is the Mecca. I mean, like, you got a gym. Someone that's been in the industry, someone like me, I'm a music admin. So when Mecca talks, I'm quiet. I listen because I understand. He really intrigues me a lot. Like, that's a brother that you should be, when those people come on the show, you should be having him really pick their brain. You actually have questions ready for the people when they come. It's not just like, okay, we coming up, y'all coming up here, it's freestyle. Actually have questions ready. I think, Math, you have a great opportunity to make your show like, we hear, see, Drink Champs is about celebrating people and stuff, but I really feel like your show could be like, talk about stuff about people that happen in the industry, but not negative stuff. Like, funny stuff. Like, I don't know. It's the barbershop talk. You know, like who was your artist? Like, who was you playing when you was coming up? Like really start to dig deep. And the only way that you can really dig deep, see, Matt, you come from a battle, from the battle sector, which is good because you come from that competitive mindset, which is good. But then you got Mecca, who came actually from the industry. So that is a great balance if you know how to use it the right way. I feel like you had the wrong people that was on your show from the beginning that may have not seen and had the same vision. That's why I'm called Viral Vision, because I have the vision to see where people can be viral, and I can have the vision to see where I can see it. I'm a visionary. You know what I'm saying? So Math, it's nothing for you to get a place. You could do it in a basement, make it look like a barbershop. You don't actually have to use a barbershop. I mean, you could always just get if you got a house, you could rent out a house. You can even rent out a hotel. I mean, you don't even have to use a barbershop. I mean, I only like the aesthetic of the barbershop, because barbershop where a lot of talking and stuff happens at, but don't let that limit you because your backdrop's been a barbershop. Maybe it's time for something new. You know what I'm saying? Where one door closes, a new chapter begins. Maybe it's time for you to go in another direction other than the barbershop. Backdrop. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking. Maybe this is the visionary in me. You know what I'm saying? I see something different for you, Matt. Do not follow the formula that Adam 22 is doing. I see you trying to relate so much to him. But really and truly, there's nothing to relate there. Adam 22 really has no talent. I mean, he don't know what questions to ask these people because he's not a student of hip hop. He has to bring people in there to ask the questions because he's not of that. You got Mecca. Mecca's better than any of them cats over on No Jumper. I'm out. Y'all smash a like button. Y'all send this video to Matt Hoffa. Send this video to Hassan Campbell. I'm not a person that makes content. I'm not a content creator. But sometimes you got to do things that you're not normally apt to do in order to tap that brother on the shoulder. Tap him. Let him know what's going on before they make the wrong move. Math. Steel sharpens steel. I'm out.